My name is Patricia Hill Williams, and I have been associated with the Civic Association since 1963, when we moved here. Currently, I am on our President Travis's advisory for the Civic Association. Professionally, I worked for 25 years as Vice President of Farmingdale State College. Currently, the governor has been graciously reappointing me as Chairman of the Board of Farmingdale State College Council. I grew up in a family in Danville, Virginia, with great aunts and uncle. My great aunt and uncle were very much involved in civil rights and keeping families in the community financially updated. They were entrepreneurs and a teacher. I learned a lot about how important it was for the community to be involved in helping each other to move forward during civil rights. And at that time, I was a teenager, so to speak. But my great uncle was a founder with his community friends in Danville, Virginia, to establish a black bank in 1970. And as that bank has continued to grow to this day, the purpose was to help black community families purchase homes and get a mortgage from banks. His wife was a teacher, so she taught me a lot about the importance of education. And that moved me along in my desire and things that I wanted to do in my profession. So I was involved and continue to be involved in community volunteerism. That is something I've always done with different organizations. I am a member of Alpha Kappa sorority, which we have a candidate running for an office this year, as you know. And I am a member of Links Incorporated. We're volunteering service. These are all volunteer activities for our field. And I am a dedicated member of the Belmont Lake Civic Association, which I have been since '63. My husband at one time, when we moved here, built our house in the community of Belmont Lake, was the president of this organization, and also president of the Links in this community, which was made up of members like our people in our community, from the Civic and from other organizations of our people in the community. So it's just something I was brought up to do and continue to do. Sometimes my granddaughter say to me, "You do too much." I said, as long as I was able to do it, I will continue. Moving into the community, the people were very open-minded, and we were all here with the same purpose. We were looking for a place to start our families. At that time, I had a 4-year-old who was moving into the family. There were people who were here ahead of me in this community and the Civic Association. So they would look out for my needs in terms of my 4-year-old. Where will she find friends? She's too young to go to school. There were neighbors who were members of Jack and Jill of America, of which it's established for families to help their children get involved from 4 years old on to 18 years old. So we became involved with that. And we all try to reach out to new people moving or building homes or buying homes in the Belmont Lake area. And we also volunteer to do a lot of things to keep our community up. That means communications, which is a part of my background as a communicator. And I am an advocate for many things in terms of things that better the community and better prepare families who are new to the community to feel comfortable and to get involved and engaged in ways to help their families. So we have survived by keeping in touch with our community members and developing a very close relationship with our legislators and our town officials to make sure that they understand our needs. I have been saying for quite a while that one of the things I think we should do, and I always tell the younger members of our civic association, we should have an old school dance. I said you would have so many people who live in this community and have lived and helped in this community coming to that event. And you will also find out a lot of those songs that brought them up are songs that you hear and like today. But I think it would, not only would it be fun for them, but it would be a great opportunity to raise funds for scholarships, because we would be able to help the younger people in donating whatever the cost would be in raising funds. That's been a part of my professional fundraising. And old school, I've been saying that for a long time, and I hope one of these days we'll have an old school dance. I think that one of the causes of our success is the fact that we reach out to young people. And I believe in giving them an opportunity to learn what was, what is, and what can be. And I think our current president, Travis, has done an excellent job in that. And as a result of that, I'm always encouraging the next generation that we had after myself, for instance. My daughter is involved. I said, this is something that relates to you and your future. So I said, it's very important that we give opportunities to young people. And I was just telling that lady that's going out, I showed her a picture of my granddaughter, who's coming along now at 30 this week. She celebrated her 30th birthday. And I tell her all the time, make sure you're giving back and don't let finances and money always be your goal. Make sure you're reaching out to help others wherever you are, whether it's in your home, whether it's in your school, or in your community. Always volunteer for something. And I guess that was ingrained in my upbringing. I said it also provides you with opportunities when you volunteer, because quite often we as a people in the community don't have the money to move around the globe. But if you're volunteering, maybe that organization that you belong to will give you an opportunity to travel. And I made sure my granddaughter went off to college, the same with my daughter. Look at the flyers around the way, and I tell the students here everywhere, look at those flyers and see what they're offering you to do in terms of exchanges, because they're always free for you to travel and learn. And I found that to be very important in my opportunities, that I've had opportunities to serve for presidents in the United States as a volunteer in different positions, but it gave me a vision of global activity that I could use in my community, in my town, and wherever else I'm a part of. And I always believe in that those who are seeking money all the time, it's not always the answer. I tell people, volunteer for service. You will find out how valuable that can be to you.